Patricia Sikorsky, Virginia Commonwealth University, major in psychology. To me, it's about learning more about myself, about other people, and just kind of finding my purpose. More importantly, to not struggle in the future and to have that financial safety after college. It's very important. Basically, I come from a very small family. My dad basically raised, for the past 11, 12 years, 5 daughters on his own. Basically, I ended up having to work full-time and go to school full-time and pay out of pocket just because we didn't have the means. I finally, even though my part of the FAFSA was done, it's really hard to get in touch with my dad, and my mother's out of the picture. For a very long time. But bottom line, I qualified for a very small scholarship and just enough in loan. I will be in debt at an estimate of around $20,000. And that is, I'm probably one of the rare exceptions where that's not a lot at all, but it's still debt. It wasn't until last year the tuition increased. My dad got laid off, and they're factoring in his money, even though it really has absolutely nothing to do with my money at all. And they let me know 3 weeks before I started school that I was short on tuition alone, around $2,000. How was I going to come up with it in 3 weeks? I mean, that's not much time. So I wrote them a letter and I tried to explain my situation. It took me probably a week in itself just to hear back from anyone. They finally said, oh, we'll submit it to a scholarship thing. I was so thankful 2 weeks later, and I did threaten to leave the university to find someone else who could give me aid because I was just so stressed out. There's nothing more I could do. I don't live lavishly. Now I'm in a situation where, by the grace of God, they have given me a grant to cover last year, after I'd asked them. I'm in a situation where almost exactly a month ago, my sister passed away in a car wreck at the age of 27. We have a very small family. Any family contribution that they come up with that my family could possibly even remotely help me out with was spent on a funeral. They estimated that my family could contribute $6,000, which wasn't going to happen anyways. The funeral cost around $10,000, not to mention missed work. If I could, I would take 2 months off of work to grieve about it, but I went right back to work the next week, full time. We had to run a charity together. We're still short funds, and we can't even come up with enough money for a tombstone at this point. I'm short on tuition. I've tried contacting. Had somehow the government provided the institution with enough money, I may not be in this situation. I have 9 credits left to graduate. 9 left, and it's my last semester, and now I'm going into next week wondering if I'm going to finish because I can't come up with enough for my sister's burial, neither can my family. I couldn't ever ask them to help me. We don't have the means, and I'm just at a state of panic, and I feel like there's nothing that can be done at this point.